We're on. We're live. Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, hello. How
There
you
we go,
doing?
man.
Yeah,
How you doing? How you getting on?
we're on. Yeah, we're on now. Is it on
Uh,
Facebook?
it's on Facebook as far as I'm aware. Yeah. It's on Facebook, so I'll just double check that now.
I'll share it now.
Good man. How you keeping?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good man. Good. How's things down there?
Well, Bolton's we're still in local lockdown.
Oh yeah, in local lockdown. Jesus.
Yeah, Bolton. I'll
Jeez.
just give it a share now.
There we go. There we go. Take a wee bit of time to get in there. Internet went down just as soon as 8 o'clock came, so it's always handy.
Yeah. Well, we're on now. We made it. We got there.
Good. We got there in the end. So yeah, man, how you keeping? How's things? How's business?
I mean, it feels like it's going to start picking up soon. Hopefully. You know, it was a bit hard because it feels like the rest of the world's kind of going back to normal where they can, and the entertainment business isn't in a way. But after last night, yeah, it felt great. So
How did it go last night?
it went very well. It was weird because like people weren't allowed to dance or sing or anything like that. So that was weird in a sense. But after not being on stage for 6 months, yeah, it just felt great to sing in front of an audience again.
Good man. Was it hard to get back into it?
I mean, I was very nervous beforehand. I was pacing myself up and down backstage. You know, can I still do it? Hopefully, I'm not going to freeze. But yeah, once I got back out there after, I think like 2 or 3 songs, it were like normal again.
Yeah, second nature. I came back to you straight away. Good man.
Yeah.
For people that don't obviously know, Tommy himself is an Elvis tribute act. How long have you been doing it for now?
I did my first show at the end of 2015. So I'd probably say about 4 years, but professionally about 3 years.
Right, okay. But see, when obviously you say professionally, is that obviously that's when you went full time was 2017? Is that right?
Yeah, that's when I went full time in 2017.
So for people that don't know, I first met Tommy when I worked for QuickFit back in my apprenticeship days, and obviously used to come up to was at Broxburn, and we used to do
Livingston.
That was it, and do our training etc. together. And then one day I just remember looking on Facebook, and you were away. You were done. You were doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Just like that, man.
Yeah, I worked there. I did the apprenticeship, which for 2 years, wasn't it? And then I worked another 2 years. Then I left after that.
Yeah, never looked back.
No, never looked back. I'm still friends with them and that, and I still go in every now and then and see them and put my car in for an MOT and that.
Good man. Pretty much just going to dive straight into obviously trying to find out what's going on, how it all came about, and etc. from there. First of all, Elvis. Obviously, you're younger than me, are you? Well, I'm 25.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm 24.
24. Right, so you're 24-year-old and an Elvis tribute act. Okay, how does that come about?
I mean, well, I started at 19, didn't I? I've always been an Elvis fan. Mm-hmm. I was first introduced to Elvis through my dad. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't until when I got a bit older, about 12, 13, I started playing guitar and really listening to music and understanding music more. That's when I really started getting more into Elvis and learning about him and all that. But it weren't until actually I were in a band at school, and
I remember
we did do.
When I first met you, you were doing, I think was it a Liam Gallagher sort of like tribute sort of thing.
Yeah, I used to do Liam Gallagher as well. Yeah, a bit of that at school. Yeah, and we did do an Elvis show at school. Actually, we did a couple of Elvis songs once. Then after, I left school and not much really happened. That band kind of split up, and then when I was 18 and stuff, we started going in pubs and that. People used to say, "Oh, go on, get on karaoke and sing some Elvis." And that's how it took off. Really, I then got I got a show in my home in Bolton, a charity show at a place called Blind Tiger. Just did it for free, and yeah, that was the first show. And then after that, it kind of just spiraled very quickly and changed my life. So that was at 19, yeah.
So once that show went out, obviously you done it like you said, it was a local charity show. Then after that, was it how did you get more work from it? Did someone come to you?
It was we did that show. Then I started putting pictures out saying I do an Elvis tribute, and we got another local show in Bolton, and then we just sent a few emails out to people to try and get work out of it, and we emailed Legends at Blackpool.
Yeah,
and straight away they got back to me and said, could I come for an audition? Luckily, that audition landed on a day off from my day off from Quick Fit. So me and my dad drove down. We did the audition, and that was in 2016. And straight away, he said, "I'd like you in my show next year." So I was like, "Oh my god!" But he said, "Yeah, you're not going to be until next year." And it was like 45 shows I was going to be booked in for.
Jesus.
So I had to carry on working at Quick Fit, but I had this big secret of I know I'm gonna leave and but this it was
So when that came about, did they already have someone playing Elvis and you were taking over, or was it just was this a new thing?
No, they did have an Elvis, yeah, but he left, so they'd not had an Elvis on the show for like I think 2 or 3 years. So yeah, look, I came about and I got the part. Luckily,
I think it must be hard to get someone to do that. Pretty much, there's obviously a lot, but it's trying to find a good one. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So you said obviously it was your dad that got you into Elvis, etc. I take it? Did you grow up with him listening to Elvis in the car?
Yeah. As soon as earliest memories. Yeah, my dad had Elvis DVDs, and I'm pretty sure when on a Saturday or something when he was maybe hungover, we'd sit on couch and watch Elvis, and that's how it grew. Really, yeah. There's a film, our favourite. Yeah, it's called That's the Way It Is, and it's a documentary of when Elvis first come to Vegas in 1970, and that's now what I base my shows on as well.
So obviously if you're basing your show sort of thing on that, do you try and stick to this, like the one certain thing, or do you try and do his whole career, or what's your thing?
Well, yeah, I broaden out now. I'd say my main stuff shared like the 1970 stuff, but I do some of the 1972 stuff, so a bit later, and then I started doing the 68 special he did in 1968 after the movies. He come back and did a special in a leather suit, so we do that show, and then we just started doing all the movie songs as well, so we've got a couple of movie outfits.
Jeez, how do you remember everything, all the songs?
I mean it's just like, to me it's just like second nature, like anything. It's I really enjoy it, studied it. It's something I've learned and watched. I just keep watching and learning, and I've just picked it up from there.
To get better at that sort of thing, I take it do you have to, like, do you watch a lot of YouTube videos, DVDs, and that, or do you just do what you think he would do, if that makes sense?
Definitely. When I'm rehearsing, sometimes I'll watch I'll definitely watch how he does things and how he sings, and try and hit the note and sound like him, and if his arm goes that way, my arm goes that way. And
well, what I have noticed
stuff,
is when obviously I asked you to come on, I first initially asked you to come on.
Yeah.
I was thought, right, I'll go look at, obviously I was looking at your YouTube, and I think it was might have been Suspicious Minds. I'm sure it was Suspicious Minds. Just I can't even say that, but I was watching you. And then 2 seconds later, I watched him, and also the outfit, the hair, just and the way, like you said, his arm goes, your arm goes.
Yeah,
the tassels go, your tassel goes. So it's just it's quite a profession, you know. It's obviously it's your job, but it's quite scary how close you get it to real life, effectively.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
No worries, man. But yeah, like since I asked you to come on, all I've done is myself is watch YouTube and try to familiarise myself with the songs and stuff like that, because there's that many. But I no idea how you manage it.
Yeah, there's so many different eras and sections of like the 70s and the movies and like the 68 and the 50s, and I've never really done the 50s yet, but there's all them early rock and roll songs as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The outfits themselves, you can see you've got one behind you. Who?
That was one I wore last night.
I was going to say, is that last night?
Yeah, that's right. It's airing out.
Who makes that for you? How do you get your outfits, etc.?
Well, there's a company in America called B&K Enterprises, and I'm friends with them. She's called Robin, and her daughter Chloe works for them as well. And I've been friends with them ever since I've started this. And B&K Enterprises have the copyrights for the exact patterns of Elvis's suits.
Oh, wow.
So they've worked alongside a guy called Gene Doucette, who used to make them for Elvis.
All right, okay.
So yeah, they're like the closest you can get. Yeah.
Wow.
To his.
When it comes to it as well, obviously, looking the part is half the battle, but all the accessories as well, you get that down to a T. You get that perfect. So like where the your rings, the jewelry, where does that all come from?
Some of the stuff again, from B&K Enterprises, but I found online there is another guy called Lowell Hayes, and he used to be Elvis's jeweler, and so he remakes the rings now. So I get some from him. There was a guy, but he sadly passed away, but he was called on Facebook Party Arty, and he made really great replica sunglasses and rings and so you just do again a bit of research about these people. Some of them are still working and recreating it for tribute artists like myself, and just try and find the closest I can get to what he had.
It's not a standard job, if you would say. It's not like it's not your normal 9 to 5. Do you think you could ever see yourself going back to a 9 to 5 job, or are you quite happy doing it?
I'm very happy doing this, but due to the climate that we were in this year, it come very close to going back. I'll like I said, 6 months without any shows, it's a lot of strain financially. So I did apply for a few jobs. Unfortunately, I was unsuccessful. Well, fortunately, I was unsuccessful because I started getting shows again. But it's come, I'm sure it probably won't last forever, and there'll be a time where, I might have to go back and do a 9 to 5 job. Yeah, so I'd never say never.
Never say never. Jeez, man. What I guess that obviously your work, it's taken you all around the world. What was it like? You went to, was it Memphis or Graceland?
Yeah, Memphis. Yeah.
Jeez, man. That's obviously just explain it a little for people that obviously don't know what's in Memphis and what Graceland is.
So Memphis is where Elvis is from. Well, he was originally from Tupelo, but at an early age he moved to Memphis with his parents. So he grew up as a teenager in Memphis, and well, he lived there until the day he died. So that's where he was from, and that's where his house is, and they have all his artifacts there and all that stuff. Yeah, and it was just a really, very fortunate experience to go and see it, and also perform there as well.
Yeah, because when you went there was what was it? A competition? Was it what was it called again?
It was the Images of the King World Championships,
and you came fifth.
Fifth, yeah, in the pro category. Yeah.
Wow, what's that like?
I was gobsmacked. I just wanted to go and
just to
see the place, but it was a pleasure to sing there. Yeah, just to sing there. I didn't really expect I didn't really expect to get to the final, actually, and I got to the final, and then to come placed, in the top 5. It was just like, in Elvis's hometown, in front of some people that had actually seen Elvis live and stuff. It was pretty surreal. It was an amazing feeling. I was shocked when they said my name for first. Yeah.
So do you think there was a big difference between yourself and first place that time?
I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't think they really tell you how close it was scores wise. But there's some fantastic, other Elvis tribute acts out there from all over the world. The guy that won it, he's very good. He's been doing it, a long time, and he's been in, big theatre shows and stuff. He's from Australia, actually. It's called Mark Anthony, and it was a very worthy winner. He did a great job.
There's got a comment there from Lisa Covington saying that you were robbed. good to see your supporters.
Hi, Lisa. Yeah.
Obviously, but when you were over there, obviously, I was looking at your page, etc. From there, you were there. Was it a remembrance as well, or something, or when you were there?
Yeah, they did. So we do it over on. They call it Elvis Week. So it's the anniversary of when he passed away. It was the night they do a candlelight vigil on August 15th, and that's it's just a surreal experience. I mean, I'm not very spiritual, but you kind of felt a presence of Elvis, if you get what I mean, because they had speakers all the way. They shut off the street, Elvis Presley Boulevard, and there's just hundreds of thousands of people stood there, and they're all with candles for Elvis, and there's speakers all the way down the street and up all the way up his drive to his house, playing all his songs, and you all queue up single file, and then you all get to go around and walk up to his resting place, and just one by one you can stand there and have a moment and say a little prayer, because meditation guiding, take it in, It was just it's just a surreal thing. It's kind of like a pilgrimage.
Is it?
It's because I don't think anyone that's alive has got anything like that. I think he's the only person in the world that has something every year where people go and it's kind of like worship, isn't it, in a way? Pay the respect,
yeah. What was it? See, when obviously you went, was there a lot of? It sounds silly, but obviously I know there's a lot of people as Elvis, but was there a lot of people dressed up, wandering around as Elvis?
No, I didn't really. Not just wandering around. I mean, there was people. There's a lot of people that do shows there and stuff. And there's all different things going on there's a street called Beale Street with bars in it. Sometimes they have Elvis tributes in there. Or we was in the Holiday Inn Hotel. That's where that competition was.
Right. Okay.
And then we also got to sing just opposite Graceland now. It's called the Graceland Complex. So that's where all his cars are, his aeroplane, all his suits. But there's a room in there where people can sing. So I got to sing in there as well. And but that in there is strictly no jumpsuits in there. No, you can wear like a shirt and pants, but you weren't allowed to wear a jumpsuit.
Why?
There's all different, and then but there's also some shows in there because they have a big auditorium where they'll do people will do jumpsuit shows or whatever. So I mean the show's going on everywhere, but I didn't really see many people wandering the streets dressed as Elvis.
Why did not let you wear jumpsuits?
It was only in that room, only in the complex room. Like I said, in all the other places, you're allowed to and stuff. I think it was just because more of even like non-Elvis tributes got up and sang there as well, and
right, okay.
So I think it was just a bit of fun and
see when
some great songs.
You go there and you see the following that he has.
Yeah.
Did you take that on as like sort of not a good thing, but this is still huge in this day and age. He's still massive, and it encourages you, obviously, because I mean, it's now what, so what was he, 42 when he died? Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's well, I was supposed to say a while ago now. Was it? Early 70s.
43 years ago now. He's passed away.
Yeah, so that's a lot of time, obviously.
Yeah.
From then until now, it's still quite amazing that there's still a market for it. If that makes sense, obviously yourself and other people.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think it's like the older generations, which I don't get me wrong, that is, there's a lot, but yeah, there's a lot of younger people who 30s, 20s, even little kids know of Elvis. Or even like in England, we do some tribute festivals, and we did one in Bolton called Boltfest, and I had to walk from where the container was to get, because it was a festival, it was outside, so we walked from where I got dressed. I had to walk from one end of the field to the other. And then this kid, I couldn't believe it. There were kids, on the other side of the street going, Elvis. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe, however old they were, they recognize it. But it's like, anyway, it's kind of like a franchise. People know the word Elvis and they know his songs of all ages, I think.
Yeah. When it comes about to that time of going on stage, is it like, do you feel as if you have to try and embody him? Like, you come on, do you introduce yourself as Tommy, then go into Elvis, or are you Elvis as soon as you walk on?
As soon as I walk on, it's a live act. I act and sing like Elvis and try and get the mannerisms and everything as close as I can from as soon as I step foot on that stage. I give it my all and give it my best and try and get it as close as I can as what he may have done it.
Do you keep your Bolton accent, or do you change into some American?
No, I do put an American accent on when I talk as well. But sometimes, when people do ask, and then they go, "Oh, where are you from?" Then you go, "I'm from Bolton." They all go, "Whoa!"
Oh, geez, man!
Which is great fun as well. Yeah, the crowd love that sometimes, especially when they do a show in Bolton as well.
Yeah. Obviously, going on, like I said, when you're going on, you've obviously said that you take on everything and you're Elvis as soon as you go on. But does it take a lot to unwind when you come off the stage as well, or are you just back to Tommy straight away?
As soon as I walk off, I can just back to normal. Yeah, take the jumpsuit off, and then you can go straight back to normal. Yeah. Kind of switch it. I can kind of switch it on and off. As soon as I walk on, I try and, I wouldn't say become Elvis, but try and, it's kind of like acting, I suppose, in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
try and act as close as I can to what as how he may have performed and did his show. Yeah, but then when I come off, I'm back to myself.
Is it hard to and no, I don't want to say impersonate, but you effectively are. Is it hard to do that, or does it come quite natural to you? I think I've lost him. Hello.
I mean, I'd say I've worked on it. Definitely. I mean, some things come natural, but it's I've definitely worked on it, and like I said, I've watched him, and is it froze?
No, I've got you now. I've got you.
Give it a minute.
I've got you now. You got it there? No, I lost him. Just give him a wee second.
Oh, we're back on.
There we go. Can you hear us now? You all right? Yeah. Hello?
Is it? Oh, are you there?
There we go. I think we've got you. You got you? Can you hear us?
I can hear you, but it's a little bit fuzzy.
Aha, there we go. Your picture's a lot better. I've had a request for me to sing a song while we're waiting on you coming back.
Oh, is it? Yeah, we're back on. Yeah, I can see you were just frozen then.
All right. I was saying I had a request there.
Oh, is it me that's frozen? I'm just. I'm not on my Wi-Fi or anything. I've gone to 4G. It might be a bit rubbish for you. No.
There we go.
We're back on.
I was saying there I got to tell it to sing a wee song there, but I'm not want to make a fool of myself. So I've totally blanked on what I was saying.
I think it's about learning the act a bit.
Yeah, learning the act. So was it hard to? Obviously, was it hard to pick it up on?
I mean, yeah, I think I picked it up quite naturally. But then I've worked on it, and I think from say if I was to watch myself 4 years ago, obviously it'd be a lot better now from 4 years ago. You'd be able to see the improvements. But yeah, I've definitely put some work in at home. Learning how to shape my left leg like Elvis, and just standing there for ages, making sure it moves. Yeah, and.
Just picture you like
just little things. It sounds it's funny, but it's it's just little things like that to just try and get it the best that I can get.
Yeah, well, it's obviously like you said, you're still trying to learn how to shake your leg. But is it just videos after videos of just like watching his legs, watching his hands, watching his facial expressions, or?
Yeah, just getting all the DVDs that we've got out, and I'm watching rare footage on YouTube or Facebook, and it's like just really studying it and performing, watching him perform and try and perform with him, and that's how I try and get it as close as I can.
What does your family think when you tell them you want to go full time?
Well, like I said, it was. I've always had full encouragement. Off my family, they've always been great with it. There was when I told them I was going to do my first Elvis show, I think they was a bit shocked at first, but it was like, right, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it properly. So we did, and I've had a lot of help off my dad. He kind of like has always managed me in a way. So they've always come to my shows. Been lucky all my friends come to my shows, and then it's just been they've always been very supportive. And my dad was there when I did the audition at Legends, and when they told me that you've got a 45 show contract, you're going to have to go full time. So and they were always very supportive and proud.
Good.
So it's been great on that sense as well. Yeah,
I could see someone in the comments saying we're very proud of Tommy. I think it maybe be
that's my mum. Yeah,
brilliant, man.
Yeah, that's my mum. Yeah,
good.
Thank you, Mum. She'll be sat downstairs listening.
Like that on the phone. Staring at live.
Even though she can hear everything. Yeah.
Brilliant. Obviously, with regards to COVID and everything that's going on just now, is that, I mean, by the looks of things on your Facebook, it's not taking a huge amount away from you because you're still doing your Facebook shows, if that's a thing. Obviously, you're not dressing up, but you're still singing and you're still doing lives and stuff like that. Is that still fun, or is it, obviously you've not got a crowd, so what's that like?
Yeah, it was. I was a bit reluctant at first, but when I realised when the emails started coming in saying, it was cancel after cancel after cancel, I thought, go on, I might as well just have a go at it. And it was weird at first, because you're so used to singing a song, and then a round of applause usually comes after it. But because you're just looking at a phone, it's kind of like, all right, yeah. But then you start scrolling and reading all the comments, and so yeah, it was weird to adjust to that, but it was great fun, and everyone got a kick out of it, and I enjoyed it. And it broke up time during lockdown for me because I was kind of pulling my hair out because couldn't do anything, couldn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. See, so they were
speaking
of your hair. You were on about obviously you're pulling your hair out there. Your hair's awful black. Do you dye it?
Yeah, I do. I have to dye it. Yeah, I dye it same as Elvis. Jet black. So I get that dyed quite often.
Was it once every 2 weeks or something like that, just to keep it black?
No. It's I think about once every 5 or 6 weeks I'm booked in. Yeah.
Must cost you a fortune.
So then I didn't. I didn't have it because of COVID and stuff. I didn't have it dyed, but I've just got it recently dyed because of the shows again. But I didn't dye it during COVID. It was weird to see brown hair come through again, and it was quite shocking to see a few grey hairs. Actually, I didn't realise how early that coming. I was like, oh no,
stressful.
Yeah, I think it probably was stress thinking about it. Yeah.
Brilliant, man. I've tried to get that many questions to ask you. The biggest one I wanted to ask you about was obviously you're on about these competitions. Obviously you've done. If I remember, you've done some in Europe as well. Is that
right? The competitions I've done, they've always been in. I did one. Oh no, I've done 2 in England and 1 in America. And during COVID, actually, we did 2 virtual competitions, 2 online competitions.
All right. Jeez,
so that's 2, 3, 4. I've done 5 competitions now. Yeah, 2 online, 1 in America, and 2 in England.
So when the competitions come about, do you have to find them, or do they headhunt you, sort of thing?
I have to usually. Yeah, you find them. I mean, if you're in this, like everyone calls it this Elvis world, and if you're in the Elvis world, I'm sure you know about all the Elvis events because there's all over. There's like a Blackpool Elvis festival.
Well, I think your mum again just said Blackpool's
Weston-super-Mare, Torquay. It's Blackpool. We're doing a competition in Blackpool next month. Yeah, called Return to Memphis.
All right, okay.
And then they also do just a celebration of Elvis as well.
Mm-hmm. When's that competition on?
The competition is. I don't know exactly what date it is. Is it on my calendar? The competition is 13th of November until the 15th of November. So it's that weekend, Friday till Sunday.
You better
Look, I've got my calendar just right there.
Better make sure you're going to be there with no grey hairs as well.
I think it's a little bit delayed again.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's that Bolton Wi-Fi.
I think it might be, yeah. Because I think you're back on.
Everyone's in lockdown. They're just on their Wi-Fi, are
they? Yeah, everyone's, there's nothing to do but just sit on your phone, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How many people did you play in front of last night?
Last night, the room, it was because it's like it was Flamingo Land, so it's like a bit like a Alton Towers sort of place.
Mm-hmm.
The room holds 1,000 people. I'd probably say like 3/4 full.
All right.
Which was very good, seeing as like I said, people are getting back to normal now, and it's getting to the end of the season, really, isn't it? But yeah, we had quite a lot of people in for my first show back as well.
Good man. My biggest thing I've ever known about Elvis is there's always been a conspiracy theory whether he actually died or not. Have you got a thought on that?
I think he died when he died. There's there ain't no two ways about it, But yeah, they do. You always see every now and then you see them. Someone will be stood at Graceland or something, like a guy in a cap, and they'll go, "Oh my God, Elvis is watching his own candlelight vigil," and I'm like, I don't think that's true, mate. I think he passed away when he passed away. I believe that, yeah.
Now,
I mean, and thinking about it, it would be, if he was still alive, it would be 85. So he'd be doing pretty well if he was still alive. Anyway,
especially in this day and age. Obviously, speaking of this day and age, do you think if he was around just now, he would have been as big?
That's a tough one. That I think. I mean, I think so. Yeah, I think he'd have gone down. He might have got back into maybe acting and stuff in the 80s, I mean, he never wrote a song, so you never know. He might have wrote his own stuff. He might have, who knows what direction he could have gone in. But I think he's just a timeless person, isn't he? Really. I can't after seeing Grayson last year. I just can't see the whole, Elvis, like I say, franchise or world or whatever dying down. It just seems to be growing and growing and growing,
getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
As time goes on, yeah.
Yeah, well,
it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, when you were saying that there, obviously about it's growing and growing and growing. I'm just trying to think if there was any. Would you say there's anyone that was maybe on par with his type of fame, or do you think he's on another level? Like Michael Jackson.
I'd say, like I said, I mean, he must be the only person in the world to have people do a candlelight vigil for him. So, I mean, that's pretty big to people to fly in from all over the world and come in from all over America to do that on the day that he passed away. But I think Michael Jackson must have got close to it, because I mean, he couldn't go shopping, could he, or anything? You know what I mean? He couldn't just walk around the street, same as Elvis. And I bet the Beatles at one point got close, didn't they, in the 60s, wherever they went. I bet there were people there and they were getting screamed at and stuff. But I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again, due to the world that we're in with the media and stuff. I think there's still levels of it, but I don't think there's levels of, like, Elvis used to have to, if he wanted to go and see a film in a cinema, he used to have to rent the whole cinema. And after hours, so he could go and watch it. So he could go watch it on his own with his friends, so nobody were there. And but I doubt you'd ever see that again. But I think people have come close, but I think he was the biggest we'll ever see. Yeah.
I was going to say the biggest we'll ever see, I'd imagine. Last but by no means least, what's next for you, Tommy?
I mean, we've got some good stuff coming in next year. I put some feelers out to get a band going. We've got a few of my mates. We're rehearsing now. I think that's kind of like, I've not told anybody about that yet. So if anyone's out there watching, that's what's keep your eyes peeled, because that'll be coming up next. And I did the show last night for Pure Entertainment, they're called, an agency. So I've been working alongside them, which is fantastic. So hopefully we can. I think we are going to collab and do some shows with them as well, and get a band going. And so hopefully, there's some big things. Hopefully some big things start coming next year and the year after. Yeah.
Good, man. Like I said, that's pretty much what we've got obviously time for tonight. But I honestly can't thank you enough for coming on, mate. It's been a pleasure.
No, it's great. Yeah, thanks for asking me. It's great to have a catch up with you. And
man.
So how have you been? Did you say have you left Quick Fit now? Or
I've left Quick Fit now. I'm at another garage and still in the motor trade, mate. So That's how I look about 45 or something like that, and you're looking nice and young.
Well, yeah, I kind of thought that as well, to be fair, when I thought, they're aging a lot quicker than me.
Nah, like I said, 25 now with a body of a 50-odd-year-old man, so it's a young man's game, as they say. But yeah, man, it's just.
Oh yeah, I've got washing up hands now. I've lost it.
The only dirt you get is behind from the mic. Is that right? Brilliant, man. But like I say, thanks again for coming on, mate.
Yeah, that's the just the mics and the speakers. That's the only thing I left now.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's always a good thing though. I suppose it was great. I've really enjoyed the chat.
Yeah, man, much appreciated.
Thanks for inviting me.
No problems at all. Maybe we'll get a wee bit further down the line with this podcast, get you back on at some point. Yeah,
again on the end.
Oh,
that Bolton Wi-Fi.
I was going to do a duet, but I don't know if I've got the bottle.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll do it again. Yeah, that'd be great.
I was saying that I'm maybe going to do a duet, but I thought, nah, I've not got the bottle for it. No one yet shows up.
Maybe we could say that for the next one.
Part 2. I'll save that for part 2, but we'll come back to it, man. But much appreciated. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay?
Could do that in part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, same to you. All the best with your podcast and all in. It's some great stuff, and everybody that's watching, give Nathan a like. Some really good things coming up.
Good man. Speak to you soon, Tommy. Thanks again, man.
See you later, mate. Good to speak to you.
You too.